Dosto, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that is, quite literally, the foundation of our country's food security. We often talk about agriculture, about our farmers, the annadattas who feed over 1 billion people. But what fuels their efforts? What gives our soil the strength to yield bountiful harvests year after year? The answer lies in the massive, complex, and fascinating world of India's fertilizer industry. This is a story of chemistry, engineering, and national importance. A story that starts with a few simple molecules and ends on the plates of every Indian family. In this video, we're going behind the scenes of this colossal industry. We'll explore the very heart of fertilizer production, focusing on two of the most critical components, urea and ammonia. These aren't just chemicals, they are the lifeblood of our green revolution. We'll break down the science behind their creation and look at the incredible industrial equipment that makes it all possible. Like the gigantic Prilling towers that stand as monuments to India's industrial prowess. It's a journey into the science that feeds a nation. A look at the machinery that supports our agricultural backbone. And to truly understand the scale of this operation, we'll shine a light on the titans of this industry. We will be looking at some of the major Indian fertilizer companies, the powerhouses that ensure a steady supply of these essential nutrients to every corner of the country. From cooperative giants to public sector undertakings, these companies are the unsung heroes in India's journey of self-sufficiency. So, get ready for a deep dive. This is the story of how India feeds itself. Let's begin. So, let's start with the hero of our story, urea. You've probably seen it, these small white solid granules. But what exactly is it? At its core, urea is an organic compound with an incredibly high nitrogen content, which makes it one of the most important nitrogenous fertilizers in the world. When you think about what a plant needs to grow, to develop those lush green leaves, nitrogen is at the top of the list. It's a fundamental building block of chlorophyll, the compound that allows plants to perform photosynthesis, converting sunlight into energy. Without sufficient nitrogen, plants become weak, their leaves turn yellow, and their growth is stunted. The magic of urea production happens through a powerful chemical reaction. Imagine bringing together two gases, ammonia, which we will talk about in detail next, and carbon dioxide. Under immense pressure and high temperatures, these two gases are forced to react inside a massive industrial reactor. The chemical equation is beautifully simple yet profound. Ammonia plus carbon dioxide gives us urea and water. This process, known as the Bosch-Meiser urea process, is an engineering marvel, perfected over decades to maximize efficiency and yield. It's a controlled, high-stakes chemical dance happening on a gigantic scale. The scale we are talking about here is truly mind-boggling. India is one of the largest producers and consumers of urea on the planet. Our nation's factories churn out approximately 30 to 35 million metric tons of urea every single year. Think about that number. It's a colossal amount, a testament to the sheer size of our agricultural sector and its dependence on this single product. This isn't just a chemical, it's a strategic commodity, essential for ensuring that our farmers can meet the food demands of our ever-growing population. Every granule tells a story of industrial might. This massive production is a lifeline for Indian farmers. It provides a stable, reliable, and cost-effective source of the most crucial nutrient for their crops. From the wheat fields of Punjab to the rice paddies of the south, urea is the common thread that boosts productivity and ensures a healthy harvest. The government heavily subsidizes urea to make it affordable for every farmer, underscoring its importance not just as an industrial product, but as a pillar of our nation's socio-economic fabric. Understanding urea is the first step to understanding modern Indian agriculture. Now, we just learned that ammonia is a key ingredient for making urea. But where does the ammonia itself come from? This brings us to one of the most significant scientific breakthroughs of the 20th century, the Haber-Bosch process. Dosto, it is not an exaggeration to say that this process has shaped the modern world. Developed by German chemists Fritz Haber and Carl Bosch, this process literally pulls nitrogen from the air and converts it into a usable form, ammonia. It's like alchemy, but it's real, and it's happening inside these giant factories. Let's break it down. The air we breathe is about 78% nitrogen, but this atmospheric nitrogen is very stable and unreactive. Plants can't use it directly. The Haber-Bosch process cracks this code. It takes nitrogen gas from the air and combines it with hydrogen gas, which is typically derived from natural gas or other hydrocarbons. This mixture is then subjected to extremely high pressures, around 150 to 250 times normal atmospheric pressure, and high temperatures, between 400 and 500 degrees Celsius. This intense environment, combined with a special iron-based catalyst, forces the nitrogen and hydrogen atoms to bond. The result of this high-pressure, high-temperature reaction is ammonia, NH3. This process is an energy-intensive powerhouse of industrial chemistry. The reactors and compressors required are massive pieces of engineering, working non-stop to maintain these extreme conditions. The synthesis loop, where unreacted gases are recycled back into the reactor, is a brilliant design for maximizing efficiency. It's a continuous, roaring process that forms the foundational first step for almost all nitrogen-based fertilizers, not just urea. The invention of the Haber-Bosch process is often credited with preventing global famine and enabling the world's population to grow. So, when you look at a fertilizer plant, what you're seeing is a modern marvel built upon this century-old discovery. The ammonia produced here is the precursor, the essential building block. Without the successful and large-scale synthesis of ammonia, there would be no large-scale urea production. It's the silent, invisible workhorse of the entire industry. Every single bag of urea fertilizer has a story that begins here, with nitrogen pulled from the thin air and transformed into the stuff of life through the sheer force of human ingenuity and engineering. Once we have our urea, it's in a hot, molten, liquid state. But farmers need it in a solid, granular form that's easy to store, transport, and apply to the fields. So, how do you turn a massive quantity of molten liquid into tiny, uniform solid beads? The answer is as dramatic as it is ingenious. You make it rain. Inside the fertilizer plant stands one of its most iconic structures, the Prilling Tower. These are incredibly tall, hollow towers, often soaring over 100 meters into the sky, acting as giant cooling chambers. Here's how it works. The molten urea, at a temperature of around 135 degrees Celsius, is pumped all the way to the top of this massive tower. At the top, there's a device called a Prilling bucket, or a spray head. This device rotates at high speed, spraying the molten urea outwards into thousands of tiny droplets. As these droplets begin their long fall down the entire height of the tower, they are met by a powerful upward current of cool air that is forced in from the bottom of the tower. This is where the transformation happens. During their descent, which can take several seconds, the droplets of molten urea gradually cool and solidify. The principle is simple. The longer the fall, the more time for cooling. The height of the tower is precisely calculated to ensure that by the time the droplets reach the collection belt at the bottom, they have completely hardened into small spherical solids known as prills. This process is a beautiful example of using physics, gravity, and heat transfer on an epic industrial scale to achieve a desired physical form. The result is a continuous shower of solid urea prills at the base of the tower, ready to be collected, screened for quality, and packaged. Prilling towers are a defining feature of the skyline of any major fertilizer complex. They are the final, crucial step in the urea manufacturing process, turning a chemical product into a usable agricultural commodity. These silent, towering giants are constantly at work, raining down the very nutrients that will soon spread across India's fields. A testament to the elegant engineering that underpins our food supply. Now that we understand the science, let's talk about the players who make it happen. And you cannot talk about fertilizers in India without talking about the Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, or IFFCO. Dosto. IFFCO is not just a company, it's a movement. It is one of the largest cooperative societies in the world, a massive enterprise owned by millions of Indian farmers themselves. Founded in 1967 with just 57 member cooperatives, it has grown into a behemoth that touches the lives of over 55 million farmers across the nation. IFFCO's philosophy is simple: to provide farmers with high-quality fertilizers at an affordable price, while also empowering them through ownership. This cooperative structure makes it unique. The profits generated by IFFCO are channeled back to the farming community, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and prosperity. Their reach is unparalleled, with a vast marketing network that ensures their products, especially their flagship urea, reach even the most remote villages in India. IFFCO is a true grassroots organization operating on a global scale. In terms of production, IFFCO is a giant. It operates 5 state-of-the-art fertilizer plants located in Kalol and Kandla in Gujarat, Phulpur and Aonla in Uttar Pradesh, and Paradeep in Odisha. These plants are industrial powerhouses, equipped with massive ammonia and urea units, prilling towers, and advanced control systems. Together, they have a massive production capacity, making IFFCO a cornerstone of India's domestic fertilizer output. They are constantly innovating, even venturing into new-age products like nano-urea to improve efficiency and reduce environmental impact. More than just a producer, IFFCO is deeply involved in farmer education and community development. They run soil testing programs, promote balanced fertilization, and work on rural development projects. This holistic approach, combining industrial production with social responsibility, is what defines IFFCO. It stands as a powerful example of how a cooperative model can build a world-class enterprise that is truly for the people, by the people, serving the agricultural heartland of India with unwavering commitment. Alongside the cooperative giants, India's fertilizer security is also shouldered by powerful public sector undertakings, or PSUs. And in this domain, one name stands tall: National Fertilizers Limited, or NFL. Established in 1974, NFL is a mini Ratna company, a jewel in the crown of India's public sector. It was founded with the clear mandate to bolster the country's self-sufficiency in food grain production, a mission it has pursued with incredible success for nearly 5 decades. NFL is synonymous with large-scale, reliable production. NFL is one of the country's largest producers of urea. The company operates 5 massive gas-based urea plants located at Nangal and Bathinda in Punjab, Panipat in Haryana, and 2 units at Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh. The strategic locations of these plants in the high-consumption agricultural belts of North and Central India ensure efficient distribution and timely availability of fertilizers to the farmers who need them most. The scale of these plants is immense, with the Vijaypur complex alone being one of the largest fertilizer production centers in India. What truly sets NFL apart is its expertise in managing these complex, large-scale industrial operations. Running an ammonia-urea complex is a highly technical and demanding task, requiring precision engineering, stringent safety protocols, and continuous operational excellence. As a government-owned entity, NFL has been a pioneer in adopting new technologies and revamping its older plants to make them more energy efficient and environmentally compliant. This commitment to modernization ensures that NFL remains a competitive and vital player in the industry. Beyond urea, NFL also produces a range of other industrial chemicals and biofertilizers, diversifying its portfolio and contributing to different sectors of the economy. The company plays a crucial role in implementing the government's fertilizer policies, particularly the urea subsidy scheme, ensuring that the benefits of controlled pricing reach every farmer. NFL is more than just a company. It is an instrument of national policy, a public sector titan that works tirelessly behind the scenes to power India's agricultural engine and uphold our nation's food security. So, Dosto, from the invisible nitrogen in the air to the solid white prills that nourish our soil, we've journeyed through the heart of India's fertilizer industry. We've seen the incredible science of the Haber-Bosch process and the engineering marvel of prilling towers. We've seen how giants like IFFCO and NFL work on a colossal scale to uphold the pillars of our agriculture. This industry is the silent, powerful engine that has fueled our green revolution and continues to ensure that the plates of 1.4 billion people do not go empty. It's a story of science, scale, and national service. The next time you see a farmer in a field or enjoy a meal with your family, Take a moment to think about this hidden world of chemistry and engineering. The story of our food begins long before the seed is sown. It begins in these massive factories where human ingenuity transforms simple elements into the very essence of life. The work done by the engineers, scientists, and workers in these plants is a crucial, yet often overlooked contribution to our national strength and self-sufficiency. They are the guardians of our harvest, the architects of our food security. I encourage all of you to be curious. Look up the science behind the Haber-Bosch process. Read about the different types of fertilizers and learn about the companies that are driving innovation in this field. The more we understand these foundational industries, the more we can appreciate the complex web of systems that support our modern lives. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive. If you found this video informative, please hit the like button, subscribe for more such content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired. Jai Hind.